Finally tonight on The Factor, news you can use if you looked at your 401k earlier this week. You probably freaked the hell out. Over the last week, stock markets around the world are all over the place. So what does that mean for you and your 401k? I talked earlier with financial expert Ed Gardner. And joining us now here on The Factor Uncensored, we have our financial expert, Ed Gardner. Ed, what we saw earlier this week is volatility in the stock market, which left many people on edge. Many of them started to check their 401k. First of all, what happened, and should we be concerned about our 401k?
Well, Isaiah, first of all, I tell people, take a deep breath and breathe. Okay, don't panic. The market moved about 3%. Overall on Monday. And when we really had a downturn in the market before, it went about 22%. And so this is a worldwide thing. It started out partly on Friday when the jobs report of 114,000 added jobs was less than what they expected. We had Buffett that sold about half his stock in Apple. So people got worried about that. There were things that happened in Japan. And so it was kind of a worldwide domino effect on things that happened. But what's interesting is even though the market went down about 1,000 points and people were worried about their stocks, you had a lot of these big funds, Isaiah, that were buying. Mm-hmm. So they were buying on sale. So, they're smart people. They know about investments more than what the average person does. So that should tell you that it's a time for you not to panic. We're also getting into a good part of the year where we have the holiday season. And then, of course, typically a lot of stocks go up during the holiday season. We also have to realize that, yes, interest rates are high, and we were hoping that the Feds were going to cut interest rates. There's a strong belief that in September that they're probably going to adjust. No one has a crystal ball, and only the Feds know that they're going to drop interest rates at least 0.25%, possibly more, and of course drop again before the end of the year. And typically when that happens, more money frees up for businesses to where they invest in their businesses. Interest rates hopefully will go down, which they've gone down almost 2% on mortgages. So,
now, before we run out of time, Ed, once again, I want to reinforce to those who are concerned about their 401k in the last 30 seconds, what would be your advice to them if they see it drop in value?
Well, especially those that aren't retiring right away, is that, things go down and things go up over time. So it may sound funny when I say this, you really haven't lost money because you haven't sold the stocks yet. And of course, people closer to retirement, they might look at possibly moving part of their investments to a cash position. But don't panic. We're going to probably see a bumpy road over the next few weeks, but I feel eventually the market will come back up.
All right. Ed Gardner, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored and giving some people out there some comfort like me. Thank you, sir.